We took the Two Guns exit off of Interstate 40 and are taking the road to a ghost town in Two Guns, Arizona. They may be fake ruins, as there's conflicting information online about them. They're located right above the Apache Death Cave and by a historic bridge. This bridge may look like a ruin in the middle of nowhere, but it's one of Arizona's earliest examples of vehicular bridge construction. Canyon Diablo Bridge used to carry Route 66 over Canyon Diablo, about 30 miles east of Flagstaff. The ghost town of Two Guns is near its east end. Canyon Diablo Bridge opened to traffic in 1915. Designed to deal with occasionally violent floods through Diablo Canyon, its upstream wall was solid to protect the roadway while the downstream wall had slots to allow the water through. At first, the bridge was part of the Santa Fe Railway, national name Old Trails Road, which became part of U.S. Route 66 in 1926. This bridge fell out of use in the 1930s when a new bridge was put up just to the north of this one. That bridge followed Interstate 40 at Two Guns. The Canyon Diablo Bridge was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1988. To visit it, it's very easy. Just take Interstate 40 north to exit 230, which is Two Guns. You'll find the bridge along the historic Route 66, which goes through Two Guns. You will drive over to get to the area of the Apache Death Cave as well. I mostly explore the ruins above the cave. One article I found says they are fake ruins created by Harry Two Guns Miller. They are interesting no matter how they came to be. I also chose not to try and enter the cave as it seems fairly unsafe. We only had a little bit of time here as we had to reach Santa Fe that day. I have linked in the description a very good video of someone who did go inside the cave, and he also did an amazing amount of research and explains the history of it in depth. In brief, the Apache raided Navajo camps along the Little Colorado River in 1878, pillaging and murdering all except 3 young squaws whom they kidnapped. Then the Apache magically disappeared without a trace. Navajo scouts who were tracking the Apache had no idea where they went. While searching for the kidnappers and murderers, they felt hot air coming from a long, narrow crack in the ground. They realized they had discovered the Apache's underground hideout, large enough to accommodate the party of 42 and their horses. Ascertaining that the 3 young girls were also dead, the Navajo warriors placed sage and brush at the entrance to the cave and lit it. The smoke billowed through, trapping the Apaches in their stone tomb. Unable to escape, the Apaches slit their horses' throats using their blood to extinguish the flames, and their corpses to help seal the entrance from the smoke. The ill-fated Apache started chanting their death songs, realizing they were doomed. Once the smoke had cleared and the fire burned out, the Navajo entered the caves to retrieve their belongings. All 42 of the Apache warriors were dead. A good story, but almost certainly false, most likely made up by Harry Two Guns Miller to attract tourists sometime in the late 1960s. He apparently even sold the bones of the dead to tourists at one point. Makes you wonder what they were actually buying. I've included several links in the description for more information on the bridge, as well as Two Guns and the Apache Death Cave if you have interest in doing more research on it. The video that I mentioned earlier is also linked, and it's very, very good. If you're interested in the cave, that will take you a walk through the interior of it, and you can decide if when you visit, maybe you'd like to go in as well. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.